Rest is resistance. They need us to be overworked, burnt out, and panicking so that every second of every day is spent struggling for survival, doom scrolling, trapped in hypervigilance, overwhelmed and numbing out. They're engineering a world where we can't breathe because they know that we need air to start a fire. We need rest to start a revolution. When the robber barons rely on stealing the value we generate from our labor to continue to enrich and empower themselves, rest hurts their bottom line. Being able to take the time to learn a new skill and do something as simple as mending a pair of yoga pants instead of buying new is a threat to their power. With recent events, I, like many, have been stuck in the freeze response. Doing something for myself feels unsafe, because shouldn't I be preparing to fight for my survival? Doing something proactive to fight for my well-being and the well-being of my community feels hopeless, because what did the Women's March and the BLM protests even accomplish? This hopelessness feels especially overwhelming when I hear the folks who claim to be our defenders continue to blame this mess on a failure of messaging, and to continue to spend most of their time handing out I told you so's rather than laying out a better vision for the future and actually fighting for it. But when you dig down to the common thread in all of it, here is the real problem. In our current system, there is no power without money. You and me don't have the money to affect change. We don't have enough money to be heard or prioritized. But that doesn't mean that we don't have power, because every penny that robber barons have at the end of the day, we gave to them, and we keep giving to them through our labor and through our spending. Without that, they have nothing. And they only continue to have power because we continue to let them have it. So what can we do? There's a lot of things. Some are much simpler and easier than others, and I plan to share a lot of options in the coming weeks. But the easiest and most accessible thing that we can do is to start reminding the powers that be who has the purse strings again. And we can start small with a one-day boycott on February the 28th. For one day, buy nothing. Engage with nothing online. Take the power of rest back and show them what we can do if we start breathing again. Mark your calendars, tell everyone you know, because right now we cannot afford to wait and we cannot afford to leave any stones unturned.